In stories with frames filled with pain, that disquieting art needs the safety to just be the colors on canvases and the words on pages that life is still able to come from. Because despite not liking their crushing messages or where they come from, neglecting the existence of our communities is like building a system where happiness is denied if it doesn't arrive in the right package. And then our parts that have survived temporary moments in very permanent ways will continue to appear as enemies with voices in our very own homes. And since old feels do replay, regardless of desires, the shade that is thrown upon tomorrow's journeys will feel like the certainty that our gardens must not be the happy kind. And yet beyond our memorized hope are the soft identities of what is sown in small bands that at a deeper level are better able to nourish our being happy than specific outcomes do. Sometimes it's seeing that in the famine of words, colors guide us through what became that we thought would never be. Sometimes it's reassuring ourselves every time the shadows of frustration and suffering show up. Sometimes it is simply having survived, because that will always be a big win. Sometimes it's recognizing that we aren't overreacting to our pain, but believing in ourselves means making friends with our dragons and what they say that triggers us. Sometimes it's having the patience to try and fail, because it's really the movement along the way that is the all. Sometimes it's forgiveness for the overwhelmingly perfectly imperfect, because regret means that we are watching for different, but we haven't recognized it yet. Sometimes it's noticing the blue of the sky and smiling, because other things hold that same hue, and safety can be found in those places on stormy days. Sometimes it's embracing goodbyes that hurt, because what begins must end, just as a sun sets after it has risen. Sometimes it's allowing the rain to flow, because flowers exist with its presence, and a good cry means that we see that in our real selves as well. And sometimes it's the joy of being sometime warriors in what appears to be ordinary stories, while knowing that we have everything that it takes to make epic tales bigger. Small things are waiting to be found, but our propensity has been to oppose anything whose engagement isn't the right kind of happiness. So go ahead and carve out space for that color, those tears, that smile, that surviving, that run, that blah. Because that is what we did in the very same places that we have felt fear, screamed, suffered, felt weak, failed, or whatever. Keep believing in hope, in change, and in yourself. But more importantly, be determined to find different in all the frames that have kept you feeling unsafe and on the edge of happiness for far too long. Have the best day possible for you. Love always, Hevel.